Fire. How are we doing? I'm kind of waiting for some energy to move, so I'm just going to pick up the elements for now as opposed to the zodiac signs. So just go by if a title happens to catch your eye, you know, like it's not necessarily if you're a fire sign or if you're an air sign. It's really about how the message comes through, and this message is coming through with a little bit of fire, so that's why it's under fire. Let's see what's going on for fire energy today. Three of Swords. You know, I think the whole adventure of the butterfly is quite painful. If you think about it, they start off as like larvae almost, and then turn into a caterpillar. Is that larvae? No, that's not, I don't think that's the right word. But anyways, they start off basically as a caterpillar, okay? And then they have to sit in this cocoon while their bodies are changing, and then they have to force their way out to reemerge. So maybe this is a reading about you going into your cocoon and reemerging, and it hurts. Hurts a little bit to reemerge, because when you reemerge, it's like you get new information and new things that hurt, new wounds that cut, and just new, you know? Ugh. Are they dealing with anybody? Oh, golden egg. Ace of Cups. Now we've got an Ace of Cups on the table. Two left. Fire Ant and Hyena. Knight of Wands, Five of Wands. See how fired up these readings get? Fire, fire, right there. Boom. Five of Wands, Knight of Wands. Did you just hear that? Somebody just banged on my wall. That was weird. So it might be a painful new start to recognize who you are. And there could be a little bit of a fight over you. There really could. And that's why with this Knight of Wands, like, okay, think of it this way. You just reemerged a different person. Okay, different values, different lifestyle. You're still you, but you're a different version of you. Okay, so that might hurt not only yourself to have to go through that, but for other people to see you. Like, even if they don't know you, it doesn't matter. You're still radiating the same fire, right? So then you give yourself this beautiful Ace of Cups and allow yourself to emerge who you truly are, okay? Then there's this fight over you, okay, with the Fire Ant. There's, and it's a hot fight, okay? Let's see what the Love Tarot says about this Fire Ant. Because then it goes from Fire Ant to Knight of Wands. What's up with that? Okay. Okay, so we've got keys on a ring, love, and photograph. So, keys on a ring. So, when you reemerge, okay, as this golden egg, okay, you might have some one-night stands. Okay? That's just plain and simple. You might have some one-night stands because you might decide to keep everything at arm's length. You know, just many options open, right? Like, why settle down right now if it's not something that fits you, or if it's not if it doesn't feel right. Okay, especially when you're this hot. You know, when you're this on fire, why would you care? Like, you're not going to be like, oh, fine, I'll settle for you. You're not going to settle. Why would you? Okay, so then as you go through these one night stands, okay, and you know, it could be also unconventional decisions of just getting to know people. Okay, getting to know people, adding some keys to your ring. Okay, and then self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, new memories. Then all of a sudden, this love comes in, which is what this Knight of Wands is, okay? It's a fired up, passionate wand that comes in. Some people say not to trust the Knight of Wands because they say he's a one-night stand kind of guy because he comes with all this power and all this ego and all this so-called love because he knows he's super hot, or she, okay? But the thing is like maybe you're both kind of super hot. Ooh, I just split the deck to date. So, and the butterfly is right underneath it. So like double butterfly, next phase. Like moving to the next phase of yourself, healing the inner child, and knowing that sex is just sex. I mean, you might as well have a lot of it, okay, protected and safe, until you find the right key in the hole, right? So you you bang all these dudes, or you bang all these broads, which is totally hilarious, and then something out there, all of a sudden, somebody you're just like, you know what, I want to make some memories with you, and it just, one person just happens to work out, and you know what, sometimes that's the way that people work. You know, you have to get the bedroom out of the way, but at the same time, your relationship can't be run off sex, because that's not conventional. Like, there's no way, like, you could get hurt and then all of a sudden you can't have sex for like a couple months. Then what are you going to do with the person? Right? Like, what, play Uno? Like, you have to like each other. You have to want to be around each other. And that's why sometimes one night stands, it's like, you just have the best time. Right? Like, most of my one night stands, I don't even remember. I mean, apparently we had a good time. I looked like I was having a good time, but now I'm like, you know, I don't think it's always about getting so wasted. Like, see all these people talking about getting wasted, and I'm like, okay, yeah, but when you get wasted, you don't remember. At least get buzzed, remember what you're doing, and then get wasted on another night where you don't want to bring somebody home. Right? Because believe it or not, now I'm coming to Sherlock. There's this episode of Sherlock where this Mademoiselle, lady of the evening, she takes pictures with every client. She's like a high-class prostitute in Britain. And she takes pictures with all of her clients, and it's her evidence. Right? So then that person comes back and tries to say that she did something, or that she's blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. She basically uses it as blackmail, but she uses it to protect herself as well. Because you're sleeping around with clients, or you're sleeping around people, you need to remember who you're sleeping around with. Plus, you need to have something on them in case they try to use something against you. Okay? So, this also might keep evidence of who you sleep with. Because if you do start sleeping around, you might not know who's who. And you might forget. So, like, take a casual picture. Like, not something like a creeper where they're not looking and they have no idea you took it. But take pictures so then you can match them with, especially if you had fun, because then you could be like, hey, you know, like, yeah, you were a one night stand, but do you want to go out again? Because if you had fun the first time, then, you know, if you exchange numbers, then you might be like looking at this person all of a sudden in your phone and being like, I had a lot of fun with that person. Because if you start having fun with somebody, that's kind of how a relationship unfolds. You ever notice that? It's almost like the more fun you have with people, those are the best relationships, because it shows you that you can hang out as casual friends along with possible lovers. Because if you can't be friends, how are you supposed to be lovers? Right? It just doesn't really make sense. It's kind of like a non-authentic, no. What's that? Trying to make this shit look authenticious. What? Oh, maybe you should watch The Town. That's a great movie. I just got slain in my head all of a sudden. Like, I mean, you want to make it look authentic. when you take the picture. Maybe you took pictures of somebody. Don't take pictures of them sleeping or having sex with you. Don't be creepy. Just make it casual. And take pictures so then you know who you're sleeping with. And you can keep track and keep it clean and keep it wrapped. Ladies, be careful. Okay? Just be careful with what you're doing out there. And there might be a fight over you because you're looking so hot. So that's a blessing. Let them fight over you. If they want it, they'll fight. Ugh. Any dude I've ever known has been able to fight for me, or I just threw them away. So. Engagement ring. Oh my gosh, this could lead to like something big. You have no idea what one night stands can lead to. Surprisingly, and despite what your mother said. Thanks for watching, Fire. I'm Moonshine. See you later.